What's up, Blasters? Welcome to our first theme park review on the channel. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. Let us know in the comments what kind of content you prefer. Today we're diving into the exciting world of Heide Park Resort in Soltau, Germany. As with Europa Park and Phantasialand, filming on the rides was not allowed, but this time I decided not to be stubborn and do a video review anyway. Heide Park is a sprawling theme park covering an impressive 850,000 square meters and offering 41 thrilling rides. While it's not as extensive as Europa Park's 100 rides, it's larger than Phantasialand's 32 attractions. In my opinion, Heide Park is a fantastic one-day park, whereas Phantasialand and Europa Park would require a 2-day trip to fully explore. The park layout follows a somewhat circular design built around a lake reminiscent of Bobbejaanland in Belgium for those familiar with it. Heide Park's efficient use of space is impressive. The rides are packed together without feeling cramped or crowded, making it easy to navigate and ensuring a smooth flow of visitors. I appreciate the park's layout and design choices. I have to commend the staff at Heide Park Resort. They deserve an 11 out of 10 rating right out of the gate. Every staff member I encountered was incredibly friendly, helpful, and genuinely seemed to enjoy their work. From constantly wishing visitors a great time to going above and beyond to assist with my digital photo pass, the staff's dedication elevated the overall experience to the max. In terms of affordability, Heide Park Resort is a winner. At just €37 for a dated ticket when booked online, it's considerably cheaper than other renowned theme parks. For comparison, Phantasialand charges €54, Europa Park costs €57.50, and Disneyland demands €56. Make sure to book a parking ticket in advance for €7 to save time and hassle at entry. One area where Heide Park unfortunately falls short is the accuracy of their indicated waiting times, both in the lines themselves and in the app. I found these times to be highly inconsistent. Sometimes a 15-minute queue turned out to be less than 5 minutes, while on other occasions a 30-minute wait for Kraken stretched into a grueling 1.5 hours. It's worth keeping this in mind to manage expectations during your visit. Heide Park also deserves praise for providing designated smoking zones away from food stands and children's areas. This consideration should be mandatory in all parks if you ask me, as it ensures a more pleasant environment for everyone. While Heide Park doesn't prioritize extensive theming, I believe it's not a significant drawback. Personally, I'm more interested in the thrills and rides, and in that department the park delivers. While lacking a specific theme, Heide Park features the usual themed zones like Pirate Land and Transylvania, but it's worth mentioning that the park does have some specific intellectual property rides, including children's areas related to Peppa Pig and How to Train Your Dragon. Furthermore, the Ghostbusters themed 5D ride, where you get to shoot ghosts with a proton pack, offers a unique and enjoyable experience, even if it's not my personal preference. Now, let's dive into the individual rides. The old school Bobbahn ride is unfortunately not up to par. I would suggest demolishing it and introducing something new. The ride induced headaches and made me squint throughout. It receives a disappointing 0 out of 10 blasties. Heide Park's take on the Wild River ride is a bit underwhelming compared to similar attractions in other parks. Nevertheless, it provides a pleasant breather, and the best part is the lack of queues. The log ride, although relatively tame, consistently had a 30-minute queue during my 2-day visit. This wait time seemed excessive, considering the ride's mild nature and limited splashing. The standout water ride in the entire park is the Topi Laula Schlacht. This children's ride allows you to shoot water cannons at the crowd or people on other boats. It provides immense fun, especially on scorching hot days. Surprisingly, there's hardly any wait time for this enjoyable experience. it deserves a stellar 10 out of 10 blasties. The Ghostbusters 5D shooting game I mentioned earlier is fun, but it's best enjoyed when there's no wait. It serves as a pleasant diversion but falls short of being a must-do experience. The Desert Race thrill ride is slow and unimpressive. Once you've experienced the initial thrill and the shooting start, it's safe to skip it for the rest of your visit and focus on all of the other fantastic rides available. The Big Loop offers a decent thrill with its loopings and corkscrew elements, however, it feels dated and uncomfortable. Nonetheless, it's worth riding since it's conveniently located near other great attractions. The Toxic Garden Coaster stands out as one of the few rides with notable theming. It provides relative comfort and an adequate level of excitement. Notably, Heide Park's front row policy shines on this ride. While it may take a few extra turns to experience the front row, the wait is worth it for the additional thrill it offers. Another great ride is the Scream, a 71-meter freefall ride which is the highest gyro drop tower in the world. You will reach speeds of up to 100 km per hour and experience weightlessness for about 2 seconds. Additionally, it offers an amazing view of the entire park since it does a full circle at the top. Next on the list is the Krake ride, which unfortunately was closed on the Friday of my visit. However, we were thrilled to find out it was open on Saturday. We made a beeline for it as soon as the park opened and enjoyed a mere 5-minute wait for the front row. Later in the day, the queue time exceeded 1.5 hours, only to drop back down to 15 minutes in the evening. It's worth noting that the line for the front row starts at the very end, and since it constitutes a third of the train, it doesn't significantly slow down your waiting time. Riding in the front row on Krake is almost a must-do, as the vertical drop and dive into the Kraken's mouth provide an entirely different experience. Claiming second place in my personal top 3 rides of Heide Park is the Colossus wooden coaster. This massive track never fails to excite visitors. Once again, the front row proves to be an exceptional choice. The camelbacks will undoubtedly give even seasoned thrill seekers a delightful rush. While I find the Wodan timber coaster in Europa Park slightly more thrilling overall, Colossus comes incredibly close. Contrary to popular opinion, my personal favorite ride at Heide Park is the Flug der Dämonen. This themed wing coaster boasts beautifully designed carriages that surprisingly offer a comfortable ride. Securing a front row seat requires some strategic timing, as you need to be first in line at the turnstiles for your specific side. However, it's not that difficult to figure out. Additionally, the right side of the winged carriage delivers a slightly more thrilling experience. For those planning multiple runs on the coaster, prioritize the right side whenever possible. Consider that a free tip. Now, I'm curious to know your favorite ride at Heide Park. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let me know why that ride stands out for you. To wrap up, I'd give Heide Park Resort a score of 7 out of 10 blasties. While other top German theme parks offer more comprehensive experiences, Heide Park exceeded my expectations as a one-day park. However, I recommend visiting on a weekday to avoid the weekend queues that could potentially hinder your ability to enjoy all of the attractions in a single day. If you're a thrill junkie like me, I genuinely wish you an experience filled with unforgettable memories like I had on the Friday.